NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Second down, ball on the 3, first down marker at the 1-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the 49ers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The numbers for Sanders last week, 20 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's 10 touchdowns on the season for him on the ground. And remember our meeting with the coaching staff, they did share with us that one of their goals for the year was for him to get in the end zone at least 10 times. And that ramps up into their bigger goal to try and get 20 overall as a team.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On the draw, here's Sanders. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now for the 1st and goal.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, I know.
Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. To throw from his end zone. Shepard, he's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like this call. I know they weren't successful on it, but so many times defenses load up trying to get a safety when you're in this spot. How about taking the shot downfield, hoping to use their momentum against them?
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They'll look to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Running right, here's Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. To throw is Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Clayton. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10.
Get in the end zone, fellas. 18, right here.
Off-play action. Shepard. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Shepard. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Off-play action. Shepard. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Off the play fake. Shepard. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Niners continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Off-play action. Shepard. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Off the play fake. Shepard rolling to, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Pitts with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them.
Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners extend their lead yet again. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here from the 38. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Off-play action. Shepard. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
19 right.
To throw from his end zone. Shepard, he's going to take another shot here. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Touchdown 49ers. A big play there. 49 yards. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Sanders. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. Different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
On first down, Shepard. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Operating from the gun, Shepard. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers just continue to roll. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Murray. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded just inside the 30.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Shepard. He's going to try and go deep again. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Ravens offense back out there. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Murray now on 1st down. And he he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Murray. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Clayton. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Sanders. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Sanders again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
To throw from his end zone, Shepard. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. The 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in. They'll go with a keeper, and he will get into the end zone. It's another
This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And the Ravens taking the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot, because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Play fake, Murray. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Coup for the extra point.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Play action. Now it's Murray. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Clayton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Murray now on first down.
That's complete left side to Bateman. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray. And my goodness, another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
To throw on second down, Shepard. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Looking to throw on second down. Shepard, he's going to let it go again. He's got him in, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On 1st and 10, Shepard. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for two. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off to let someone.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
23 yards, the final tally.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Koo knocks this one through the post,
and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.